Kevin Durant had himself a nice closeout. Did y'all catch the game last night against the Hornets? KD and the Houston Rockets closed that out with 10 buckets from Easy Money himself. I love that nickname, Easy Money. Growing up in the DMV, when we would get buckets in PG County, Maryland, that was a common phrase used, easy money, getting yourself a bucket. And he gets easy buckets better than anybody I've ever seen in the history of the game. What I like most about what's going on in Houston right now is Kevin Durant's been accused a lot of times of not being a leader. He's a hired assassin, as they say, which that may be true by his own choice. But he leads in his own way. I don't think he gets enough credit for his ability to just kind of fit in, plug and play into any system without taking away from the team's concept or their star players, and him still be able to shine and be the best player on the floor, a contributing piece towards winning, making the team better, and again, not affecting others, still allowing other people to shine. Some people can't do that. LeBron James, for instance, he makes players better, but you have to change the way you play around him when he was in his prime a lot because of what he brought to the table. And I'm not saying it was a bad thing. He leads in a different way. And LeBron James, you could say, is an even better leader than Kevin Durant. I'm not trying to say compare who's better. I'm talking about styles. Kevin Durant's ability to fit in and yet still be aggressive on a high efficiency makes him a unique player. And we're seeing it firsthand in Phoenix here in his 18th year in the league, still doing it. He had the last 10 points, and what's key about this Houston team is he started out being a leader by just fitting in, playing off of the guys so Sengun could get his buckets so that the rest of the squad could be comfortable, get their shots up. Ime Udoka could call his sets on both ends of the floor. And, let's not talk about the defense he's been playing because that's been on point too. But because of that, he's built trust. And one of the key things in being a leader is your team trusting you. Now, they recently have tried to get at him about that with this whole burner account stuff, which I loved his calm and cool response of how he kind of shut that down and said he was focused on the second half of the season. And he said it in such a way where he wasn't offended. He didn't his temper didn't rise. He wasn't annoyed. He just told him, I appreciate y'all asking that question. I know that I got to ask it, but I'm focused, basically, is what he said. And then he showed you in this game, he's focused. And you can tell his team trusts him because now they're not just playing with him and him playing off of them, but he's playing with them and they're playing through him. That's a key difference. If they continue to play through him, I think that's the best formula for them having a chance at a championship. And that's my question. Can Houston win a championship this year? They've stayed pat with the squad they got. People wanted them to get a point guard. They didn't do it. Wanted them to make some sort of trade moves. They've stood pat with their game plan. They trust, meaning the management, Ime Udoka. The team trusts Ime Udoka. And now they trust Kevin. Let's see where this goes. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you're looking for. J Heat Sports Media. And I'm coming at y'all with that fire as always. Make sure you subscribe. You know where to find me. On YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.